Today, I want to talk to you about the number one mistake beginners make in the senior placement business. Hey, I get it. We all got to start somewhere. But when you start day one, you're just a beginner and you do things a certain way, probably based on your past experiences. But I see this all the time with people who get excited, they jump in, and then they wonder why they're not getting traction. I mean, come on, I'm excited. I'm diving in. I'm going all in. I'm laying it all on the line, but I'm not getting any leads. The truth is, there isn't just one mistake. It's actually three big mistakes that tie together. And if you can avoid these, I promise you'll be way ahead of most people starting out. So let's dive into it. And the reason I want to get into these three is because I usually get 2 or 3 phone calls a month from somebody that's already in the business. And they say, Matt, I don't need your coaching or your course. I just need some advice because I've been in the business for 6 to 8 months, and they usually tell me everything they've done to start their business and where they're going, what they want to achieve. And all along and listening to them, I have one question in mind. And the one question is, how many move-ins do you actually have? And usually the answer is 0. And I politely tell them, currently to date, you don't have a business. You have a hobby right now. You don't make any more money right now than I do when I go to the park and play basketball. Let's get into it. What's these 3 mistakes that we need to learn and overcome? The first one is mistake number 1, no clear avatar, no clear target audience. The first mistake is not having that right avatar, that right audience. You're just trying to become all things to all people that you might reach some. I mean, you're just trying to spread as much information out there and hope and praying that you get something. Beginners try to become all things to all people. They cast this huge net thinking, if I just talk to everybody, I'll eventually catch somebody. Here's the problem with that. When you try to talk to everybody, you end up connecting with nobody. This business isn't just about talking to seniors in general. It's about talking to the people who are actively in the middle of a decision. Most of the time, that's the adult daughter or son. Maybe it's a spouse who's overwhelmed and doesn't know what to do next. Those are your people. So whether you're speaking to these individuals face to face or you're actively pursuing this business on social media, speak to one avatar, one person. Think about that individual. I usually have one person in mind when I'm doing social media. Usually it's a 55-year-old male whose mom's in skilled nursing. Mom had 3 jobs to put him through school. Now he's super successful in life, in his business, his career, and there isn't anything this guy would not do to help his mom. And that's usually the person I'm thinking about. Who's your avatar? Who are you thinking about today? So when you're marketing or when you're having conversations, don't think broad. Think specific. Think, I'm talking directly to the daughter who just found out mom can't live safely at home anymore. Because if you can speak to her pain points, her worry, her stress, her confusion, she will lean in and listen. So stop trying to be everything to everyone. Get laser focused on who you're helping, and you'll immediately start seeing results. This, I promise you, will make you way different than most senior placement agents. Mistake number 2, no community partnerships. The second big mistake is not building community partnerships that last. Building something takes time. It doesn't usually happen overnight. Most senior placement agents, when they get into this business, they want to go to these working medical professionals and ask for leads. That's not building a relationship. That's not adding value. Listen, this business doesn't just grow overnight. It definitely does not grow in isolation. It grows in networks, in relationships. Then the truth is, there are professionals out there already working with families at the exact moment you need them. These are your gatekeepers. These are the people you need to pinpoint, identify, and not just go after and tap them on the shoulder and shake their hand and bring them a coffee so you can get a lead. But you want to be able to establish a viable working business relationship. Think about social workers. They're working alongside of families in crisis. Think about hospital discharge planners. When someone's mom falls, ends up in the ER, gets stabilized, and now the family has to decide, where does she go next? See, that is the biggest question out there. This all caught their family off guard, caught mom by surprise. She was independent last summer at the barbecue, enjoying her moment with her great grandkids, walking around, extremely ambulatory. And then she fell, fractured her hip, and went from the hospital to skilled nursing for rehab. And now she found out the terrible news that she cannot live by herself, that she needs to go to assisted living. The discharge planner is right there in that moment. So if you had a discharge planner that you had a working business relationship with, they could actually tell you about this family, that you could help them out. Think about hospice staff. They're some of the first to know when a family realizes they can't keep mom or dad at home anymore. Same with skilled nursing facilities. I love SNFs. I mean, it's one of my bread and butters, one of my bookends. I do social media and skilled nursing all the time. Social workers are phenomenal. They work tirelessly week in and week out, and they oftentimes don't know the market of assisted living. How would they have time to do that and know this information? You can help them. They face families all the time that are overwhelmed and they don't know where to turn. If you had a working business relationship with them, you would be able to help that family. If you build real relationships with these people and you show up, not just asking for referrals, but serving them. Don't go in asking for leads. Go into these communities, these institutions, hospitals, skilled nursings, and see how you can give them value. And then you'll become their trusted resource. That might mean them giving your cell number to someone, showing up with your materials, or just being available when they need you. You need to be there for them. So here's the bottom line. Don't just sit at home waiting for leads to fall in your lap as a amateur, brand new senior placement agent. Go out and meet the people who are already in the room with the families you're trying to help. Mistake number 3, selling instead of serving. Now, the third mistake, and this one's huge, is trying to sell instead of serve. You have to change your mindset in this. This is not a sales position. It is a customer service oriented position. This is an advocacy position. Families don't want a salesperson. They want someone who's going to come alongside them, put the seniors first, and actually care. Too many beginners get caught up in trying to close the deal. That you may have a tremendous sales background. I do. I've got 25 plus years. And some of those sales strategies and tactics and experience has helped me over time. But this business, you don't utilize sales that often. It's customer service. You're dealing with somebody's mom, somebody's dad. These aren't transactions. These are transformations. So here's my encouragement. Stop trying to push and start trying to serve. Ask more questions than you answer. Really listen before you recommend. And please do not recommend a senior to go to a senior living community just because you get paid more or just because you have a referral agreement. Make sure that you have the best interest in mind of the senior, and that senior living community is the best possible fit for that senior. But here's the thing. When you lead with service, the move-ins will follow. People trust advocates. They run from sales. And this industry is 100% built on trust. So there you go. The 3 biggest mistakes I see beginners making. Not having the right avatar. Number 2, not building community partnerships. And number 3, trying to sell instead of serve. If you can fix those 3 things, I promise you, you'll already be ahead of 90% of the people in this business. Now, if you want to see exactly how I put this into practice, not just theory, but me actually showing you live, then join me September 18th through the 23rd. This is 2025 if you listen to this video much later. But this is going to be our senior placement challenge. We've got a general admission and we've got a VIP. I'm putting my skill set on the line. I'm demonstrating, showing people how to do this business. There's a lot of people telling you how to do this business, a lot of courses and modules and coaching to buy, which I sell all that too. but I'm going to demonstrate this for you. I'm going to show you how to get a paying client in as little as 12 hours. Are you ready for that? If you are, click the link down below. But either way, take these 3 things today and start applying them. Because when you do, you'll stop spinning your wheels and start building a real business that makes a lasting impact.